What's poppin', fellow nerds? Today I just woke up from my pre-release from last night, and I'm going to go over my deck that I built with my sealed packs as well as what I pulled. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is the deck I built from the 6 packs that I opened, and I'm just going to go over the profile for you real quick, just like I did for the last pre-release. Starting off with the Digitama. We had Sumamon. When attacking once per turn, if it has unidentified in its type, trigger draw 1. I actually got this effect off a couple of times. You'll see why later. Digimon. When one of your other Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. I don't think this ever came up. And then Sunamon, while this Digimon has Garurumon or Omnimon in its name, plus 1000 DP. Fairly certain that one never came up. And for our rookies, we have 2 3-drop 0 Digivolve 1000 DP rookies. I don't believe either one of these effects ever grabbed anything. I do not have any targets in my deck for this, besides one. Never hit it, and I never actually played this guy from my hand. We did pull 1 level 3 blocker, 4 to play, but I typically just Digivolved, or if I was trying to buy a turn, I would drop this for 4 to make my opponent's turn. Then we had several 2000 DP rookies. This grabs a Greymon and an Omnimon from the top 3 of your deck. I don't think I ever successfully hit this card, but I do have several targets in the deck for that. These effects never came into play. I never had both of them on the field at the same time, but they give each other plus 3000 DP. And then on your opponent's turn, they can't reduce Digivolution costs. His effect never came up because obviously I'm not playing a purple deck. So like, it was pretty rare that I deleted something by a card effect. And this guy has a couple targets, but I'm fairly certain I whiffed every time I played him. And then we had some more big guys, so 3000 DP and then 4000 DP. These are essentially vanillas, but these guys keep your opponent from reducing Digivolution costs on their turn, but that was it. I played a total of 12 rookies. On to our champions. We did pull 2 1-cost Digivolve blockers. Both 5000 DP. These are the Pitomon of their respective colors, red and blue. I'm pretty happy with these pulls, although I did not pull, in my opinion, the best blocker in this set. It's a 4-drop, 3 to Digivolve black blocker that has 6000 DP, and every time it deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, it unsuspends itself. Basically keeps you from being Riki rushed by itself because they can never swing. If they can't swing over it, he can just block everything. Pretty busted. Then we had one more Digimon that was one to Digivolve. Very good. It was nice seeing these guys for the cheap Digivolution, but also nice seeing these guys because of having the blocker. Then we had 2 4-drop, 2 to Digivolve. These guys' effects never mattered, so they are essentially vanilla, so I'm not even going to go over their effects. And then we had several 5 to play, 2 to Digivolve champions. The only one where the effect actually came up was, let me just double check. Just Black Growlmon. Once per turn, one of your other Digimon is deleted. This Digimon gains security attack +1. So something you can do is, if you have this under a big stack, you can swing into their security with one of your small guys, and most likely it'll get deleted. Or you can even bait them into blocking it, and then just checking 2 security with your big stack because of this effect. Also, actually, this guy, I got underneath a guy that had Reboot, and I got to swing with jamming and unsuspend every turn until that person scooped. So this one was actually really good, but you have to have something with Reboot on top of it, which, you know, you may or may not pull. And I played 11 champions. On to our ultimates. We were playing several 2 to Digivolve ultimates. So happy for Black to finally get a 5-drop 2 to Digivolve ultimate. They've been desperately needing that, although it might be a little too late. And then these guys were just 2 to Digivolve vanillas. Very good for turboing into your big stacks because there are, if you are not aware, there are several level 7s in this set. So most likely you're going to play against somebody that has one, and you want to be able to turbo into yours as well. And then the rest of these were 3 to Digivolve. The only ones that ended up mattering, this guy's kind of cool because he's kind of like a baby Chimeramon for yellow. You can play him and then delete one of your opponent's 4000 DP or less Digimon. This guy, as I said, I did get on top of the guy that gives him jamming, so I got to just repeatedly swing against the opponent that was able to get that stack going against. This guy's actually pretty cool because you can Digivolve on top of a level 5 for an extra draw for just 1. I actually did this a couple of times, and it was so I could get a level 6, a specific level 6 on top of this guy instead of the other level 5, because of this inheritable. Well, this Digimon has Omnimon and Greymon in its name. It gets plus 2000 DP, but pretty cool card. And I was running 8 ultimates. And then for our Megas, I ran 1 Neptunemon. Opponent's turn, can't be attacked. Pretty cool. Also cheat to Digivolve. This guy definitely came up, but I'm pretty sure I swung in his Skirt and he died. But he's still good. This guy, cheated Digivolve as well, and he has Retaliation, so it keeps your opponent from wanting to swing into this guy if he's suspended and they have something big. Pretty cool. This guy, I was happy that I pulled him because the hope was I could deck someone out for game. It never came up, but his effect's kind of cool for a format like this where you're only playing with 40 card decks. His effect is when Digivolving, both players trash the top 5 cards of your deck. If you Digivolve into this and then mill the rest of your opponent's deck, you can just pass turn and then they lose by default because they can't draw in their draw phase. Pretty cool. And then I was able to pull a Hex Blaumon. He was only on the field a couple of times, but he was good when he was on the field. Sad I just didn't see him more often though. For those of you that don't know, his effect is when attacking, trash up to 2 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play, this Digimon gains jamming. And then all turns, your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block. So he is just a floodgate card on legs. A very good card. It's going to be a pretty annoying rogue deck to play against next format. It's getting a lot of hype. But I was happy to see one of these in my pre-release. And then Z Greymon. Very sad, I actually only saw this card one time in 4 rounds. One time, 1 game. But his effect is cool when Digivolving Blitz. So like you can go into an ultimate and then go into him and then swing into something that you need to get rid of, but you didn't get quite enough memory to handle. And then his inheritable is when this Digimon attacks with Blitz, it can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. I did not get any 7s with Blitz, so that effect never came up, but I was able to swing over someone's Mega with this guy because of his Blitz effect, because I was able to do other stuff and then go into him and then kill him before it became his turn officially. And then our last Mega, which we actually saw quite a few times. Very good effect when Digivolving. If you have a Greymon in this Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a blocker. Very cool. That's why I wanted to put the Metal Greymon underneath him a lot of the times, is because it would just Digivolve and then blow up one of their blockers for free. And then his inheritable is also pretty cool if you have a level 7, which, spoilers, we did pull a couple level 7s. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less, and that's just every turn. That's pretty good. I saw him quite a few times, and every time I saw him, he was good. Really liked seeing this card. And isn't that such a cool art? That's a cool War Greymon card. Alright, and on to our level 7s. If you do follow my Instagram, which the link is in the description if you're interested in following, you already knew one of the level 7s that we did pull last night. Unfortunately, I do not have the pull on camera. I wasn't able to record last night because we were in assigned seating and I couldn't set up my camera. So sad I didn't get this one on camera, but I'll show this one. I'll show it to you last. The first level 7 we pulled is Armageddon. Really cool. Very cheap level 7 to go into, so you can just get that War Greymon inheritable effect. Other than that, he just keeps other level 7s from doing funky stuff when they Digivolve. I did not pull a Diaboromon, sadly, so like I couldn't make use of this guy's rush ability for rush ability by deleting one of my Diaboromon. But his effect is, when playing this card from your hand, you may delete one of your Diaboromon to reduce this card's play cost by 12. So he becomes a 3-drop, 15,000 DP Digimon with Rush, which is pretty cool. And then all turns, the when Digivolving effects on level 7 Digimon don't activate. Pretty good Floodgate card, especially for a pre-release sealed format where there's a bunch of level 7s running around in the format that have really busted when Digivolving effects. He never stopped anybody else's stuff from going off. He was always a beat stick when I had him on my field, but still a good card. And then our level 7 that we pulled in our pre-release. this guy. Omnimon X Antibody Alt Art. This card is beautiful, and its effects are stupid in this format. Like, if you get this on the field and your opponent does not have an out for it, which there are very few outs in this format for this card, they just lose. They just hard lose. There's nothing stopping them from eventually losing the game. So I'll go ahead and read you like the full effect. So he digivolves from red level 6 or blue level 6 by paying 6 memory, and obviously the color restriction doesn't apply, so in this format he just evolves for 6. And his effect is your Digimon with Omnimon in its name can digivolve into this card in your hand for memory cost of 3, ignoring this card's Digivolution requirement, so you can drop him on top of an Omnimon, any color, for 3 memory, which is pretty cool. And then when attacking, this is busted. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. So by default, you can delete anything 15,000 DP or less on your opponent's side of the field just every time you swing. So whenever I got this on the field, which I dropped it once a match, I swung and just deleted one of their things. So like a lot of times I would drop this when I was coming back on them, and I would swing over one of their suspended guys, then delete one of their unsuspended guys or their blocker. And then like every turn I was just boop, boop, boop. And then eventually they can only put one guy on the field to turn, and you just swing their security and delete the other guy. So good. And then his second effect is opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may trash 2 of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to end the attack. So he is a blocker, essentially, and like there's no, like if they happen to get something big enough to swing into him when he's suspended, he's just like, I'm going to detach you and say, nah, you can't attack. I'll kill you on my turn though, because you're probably not going to be over 15k on my turn. Absolutely broken card. I really want to kind of build a deck around this because like the effect is so strong, but unfortunately he does lose to removal like Gaia Force and things like that, but he's such an amazing card. I'm so happy to pull this. I wish I would have pulled it on camera with you guys, but sadly we did pull it in our pre-release where we weren't recording our pack openings, but very good card. And he's the 39th card of our deck. Our 50th or 40th card was this guy. I just put 1 Tamer in my deck. It's 2 cost, white Tamer. The effect is your turn. When one of your Digimon digivolves, you may suspend this Tamer to trigger draw 1. So you draw 2 cards off of 1 Digivolve each turn, once per turn. And then all turns, all level 3 Digimon gain when attacking, lose 1 memory. So this like hard counters Rookie Rush strategies, which is pretty cool. But that was my deck. But to go over my matchups, I went 3-1. Sadly, I got the bye round 1. Round 2, I was playing against my opponent, and I dropped this guy on like my 3rd turn, and he outed it on his turn. He had the 8 cost option card that de-digivolves 3, and he was able to play it because he had a black card on the field. And he outed this guy, and then for the next like 3 consecutive turns, he outed a stack every time I put it out. With an option card that he happened to be able to play. And then we went into game 2 and we went into time and we drew because there was no winner in that game. So he won 1-0-1 for the match. Round 3, I played against somebody, dropped this game 1, and they scooped after like 3 turns when they realized that the effect is every turn I can swing and delete one of their things. And then I won game 2, pretty much the same way, except for he never hit the field. It was just like this guy and like a couple other stacks just swinging in every turn. Round 4, I won game 1, and then my opponent was able to claw and barely win game 2. They basically rushed my security before I was able to build up a stack to start coming back on them. And then game 3, I dropped this guy, and he took his turn, and then passed turn back to me and then scooped because he realized he didn't have any outs in his deck for it. But overall I went 3-1. I came in, I got top 8. I forgot exactly what place I got, but I got top 8 and I got some prizing, which I will show you guys. So I got 1 Chimeramon for entering and another one for coming in top 8. And I got another one of these things for coming in top 8. Pretty cool. And then I believe I got an extra one of these for coming in top 8 as well. And then every round, my locals handed out free stuff for the people that hadn't dropped yet. So I ended up with a total of 5 of these packs. And then they also handed out just booster packs Pretty cool. So I got 3 of these and then 1 of the 1.5. So we're just gonna open these up real quick. Wish us luck. I haven't made a list for this set yet, but I think the list for this set's gonna be kind of wild because there are like literally 12 alt arts in this set. But hopefully we can get alternate art, alter S. That'd be pretty cool pulling an Omnimon. But let's get into it. So I actually don't even know what the best things to pull in this are yet, but hopefully we pull something good. So we have a Gilmon pre-release stamp and a Nokia pre-release stamp. Cool. And for our next one, ooh, Digimon pre-release. Very happy with this one because we do want to build this deck. And Zanbamon pre-release. Very happy with this one. Very cool pull. And our next one, oh my god, yes, another one. All right, same pack, I'll take it. I don't know how many we're gonna play this yet, but I know we're gonna play it. We're obviously gonna want the pre-release stamp version. And our next one, all delete pre-release stamp. Very cool, very cool. I'm very happy to pull this one. And Absolute Blast pre-release. I have a feeling it's a very good pack. And then we have Izzy, Izumi, and Mimi Tachikawa pre-release stamp. And Digimon pre-release stamp. All right, very cool. Definitely very excited about this one, and then the 2 Diabormons. But I think that was pretty good packs of pre-release stamp cards. All right, we're gonna open this one last. So we have 3 Battle of Omni packs. Wish us luck. Make sure to like this video for pack luck for me and pack luck for you. Floramon. Aw, man, Mechaninorimon. This is the one that I wanted to pull. So he's a common, so I assumed I was going to get some, but he's 4 to play, 3 to Digivolve, and then his effect is he can attack. Who cares? He has blocker. Opponent's turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives unsuspended, so you can just repeatedly block. And, like, unless they have something bigger than this, you can just kill everything if they're dumb enough to swing, but... Vajramon, I think. Garbagemon, okay. Gessomon, Garurumon, obviously. Rowdy Rocker, Neptunemon, Absolute Blast, Bancho Lilymon, interesting. Diabormon Rare, and Sorenjo for a second rare. Alright, Marine Devimon, Starmons, Mustyamon, Monochromon, Morishilmon, Rowdy Rocker, Nightmon, Spiral Masquerade, Neptunemon. You can't actually fly. Argomon for our rare, and Diabormon for a second rare. There's another one. I'm getting teased now, man. I didn't pull a single one of these. I was really salty about it. Cutemon, okay. Pillowmon, Gasmon, Meteor Shower, Agumon, Fake Agumon Expert, Yokomon, Chris Paledramon, I think. Sora for our rare, and Metal Greymon Alterous Mode for our second rare. Alright guys, can we pull an alternate art Alter S out of this pack? Could it be Fate? Since I wasn't really intending on buying any more of these packs, I just happened to be given one. Could it be? Can't tell if it's shiny or not. It doesn't look like it is, but we'll find out. Kunamon, Aquilamon, Saberdramon, Penguinmon, Tankmon, Agumon, Patamon, Black Gatomon, Gigimon, Bancho Stingmon, Mimi Tachikawa for our rare, and Crescurumon. So we did get a holo. Not bad, not bad. And if you guys have stuck around until the end of the video, you do get to find out. So we're actually going to be doing a giveaway very soon for a box of Battle of Omni. The giveaway will probably go up sometime early next week. And then obviously we're going to have some box openings for this awesome set. I'm really excited to dig into this thing. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content and want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.